Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Josh.
Woo! We have a lot to talk about, you guys. Live feeds off the charts today. Also, a Wednesday episode here to talk about. But first, if you're new to this channel, please click subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. And say hello to Josh, you guys. Josh is back.
Hi, thank you for having me back. So excited. So much going on.
Ooh, sorry we're late. I have been so into the live feeds that I couldn't get ready and I had to throw myself together and okay, take a breath. There's just vote stuff, cookout stuff, so much to talk about, but let's start with the Wednesday episode.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it. It's coming off of the noms here at the top of the episode. I was like, why are we seeing Brittany so upset? Like, they didn't show us that she's in on this.
Right. Didn't she have that full conversation with Christian on the live feeds? And she was like, I'm in on this. Yo, I got this. We're down. I'll act like I'm totally upset.
Yeah.
Didn't get that in the episode.
Right. You had a DR. Like, Brittany, tell us in the DR. I was waiting for that fake out for her to be like, ha, just kidding. I know this is a backdoor. And then we never got it.
Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing. And I'm like, come on, Brittany, this is like your starring episode. You should have.
Yes, I know. Bummer about that. Then we see the Kings are just so confused. Like, what? Why would Sarah Beth be on the block? What's happening?
Yeah, like Christian especially, he was like, this just doesn't make sense. Why Sarah Beth? Why not Derek F? Like, what's going on?
I don't know, because the Kings have been targeted for weeks now.
And haven't lost a number yet?
Clue in there, guys. No. But they're not getting it yet. And then we get a little bit of savage Derek X here, sitting with Sarah Beth. Total silence for a while. Love it. I love people who are okay with silence. No reason. Like, some people are like, I can't handle silence, awkward moments, whatever, I have to talk. No, give me those silent moments.
I was here for it. And I was getting Sarah Beth was giving me I feel like I saw this on an anime show. So she was giving me anime show, was it heart sunglasses or star sunglasses? It was it was
the heart.
Heart sunglasses. I was like, I swear I saw this in an anime. It was the cosplay. She was giving cosplay realness during that whole scene, and I was living.
Yeah. April, for a second, I was like, what do I watch? What do I watch? I can't. It was so. Whew, okay, but back to the episode. So Sarah Beth and Derek are going to have awkward silence, but then he's going to be like, come on, figure it out. I got a backdoor plan. It's not you. You're not the target. Come on.
So, I'm Sarah Beth, and Alex has a better version of this. I'm just trying to do this. Alex, I'm Sarah Beth, and you know what? If my team is up on the block or their targets, I have to look out for myself. I've been looking out for myself the entire game. Yeah, whatever.
Basically, he's like, look, lady, don't let Christian play the veto. Okay. Can I make this clear to you? She's like, oh, I was going to pick him, but I see. I'm picking up what you're laying down here, buddy. Got it.
Row your boat clear.
Oh, I can't wait till she sings it. Then Derek is going to tell the Kings that Brittany's the target, guys. Don't worry about it. Brittany's the target.
Yeah, because Brittany is she's the target this week because, she's been the target. She's such a threat. And she's been
such a threat. Yeah. So worried about how she's going to come for me and really got to get her out.
Brittany is so threatening and she likes to rap and do TikTok videos all around the house. She's such a threat.
Absolutely. Obviously, we're going to go after her. But the Kings eat it up. They love it. It's what they want to hear. People totally believe what they want to hear. It's the easier path. Then Alyssa promising Sarah Beth, hey, I'll take you down. I'm going to win this veto and I'm going to take you down. And I remember this on Saturday morning being like, oh my gosh, if that were to happen.
Yeah, how iconic would it have been for Alyssa to win, take down Sarah Beth, and then Christian go up. That would have just been like TV gold.
It would have been crazy. Wouldn't have been Derek X's first choice, but like, hey, if that's how the cards land, you know, you got to roll with it. What are you going to do? But spoiler alert, that does not happen. Let's pick the players here. Derek X is going to pull Alyssa, her name. Sarah Beth is going to pull Claire's name, and Brittany is going to pull Kylan's name. Very interesting video pick. Most notably, no Christian there whatsoever.
No Christian. So when I heard this for the first time, I was like, yes, Christian's not there. He's going to totally get backdoored. But I mean, it depends. Like, Alyssa's playing though. So Alyssa eventually could get word and then do what she's got to do. So it's an interesting pick there. We got Kylan in there for Sarah Beth.
Yep.
We got Alyssa there for whoever. We got Claire there, who's there for Tiffany. Whatever Tiffany wants, Claire will do. So it's an interesting pick of 6.
It really was, because it seemed like the odds were in the favor for this backdoor. Someone was more than likely willing to use this and take somebody down to make a backdoor happen. Anime Fan 25, good question. Has any veto episode ended on a cliffhanger like it did tonight? And yes, it has. Doesn't happen often, but I do remember, maybe not this last season, but the season before, like one of the most recent seasons, we did have one where they held it over for the Thursday episode, but does not happen often.
Wait, I think I was watching it recently. Was it in season 19?
Oh, maybe. I feel like that's further, but yeah, sure, maybe.
It was season 19. The season, it gives me.
I'm surprised I remembered it then, because I blocked out most of 19.
19, yeah, I blocked out 19 after like Jess was evicted.
Yeah, it was a rough one. Okay, then we get Sarah Beth and her "Row, Row, Row Your Boat" song. Thank you, production, adding a little creepy music.
Thank you.
Chopping that laugh and a look to the camera.
I know, and thank you to Jolene for whatever video she did imitating it. It made me piss my pants.
I love it. I mean, hey, I'm not really sure where Sarah Beth fits in this house, but if she's a villain, I'm here for it.
Oh, totally. She is. Okay, she could become a villain when she survives this vote. It could happen, but I guess we'll talk more about that when we talk live feeds, right?
Yes.
Sarah Beth is going. But
yes.
I was so happy they included in the episode, because I didn't think they would, and they
right?
did. Everything.
Yeah, very, very nice. Okay, this veto comp. I love anything 80s. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes, me too. I love the 80s.
These outfits, I want it. I want an outfit.
Me too.
Yes. Fitness workouts. Okay, cute, fun, but kind of hard. Like some of these. Woo.
Do you know what this reminded me of?
What?
Season 14 with Janelle, where she did like the hip shake.
Yes. Agreed. Okay, so we knew that this was one of the eliminated ones, because there was always drama on the feeds after you get to eliminate and take someone's prize or punishment. Claire's gonna be eliminated first, and not a shocker. She doesn't need this. She had no directive to win this from Tiffany, so
you know, she follows those Tiffany orders. What happens when Tiffany's orders are gonna be like, your turn to go, girl. It's your turn to leave. That's coming.
She's gonna be like, wait, what?
What do
I was so loyal. What? Oh, yeah. But her hips don't lie, and she's not willing to go back and forth. So she's eliminated first. You know, first gets the veto, and you just know it's not gonna stay with you whatsoever. Here's where it gets a little fun. Sarah Beth's gonna go out second. She lost by 1 rep.
1
to Brittany.
To 1. I'm here for it though. I don't know about you, but I was kind of rooting for Brittany during this challenge. Why? What has happened?
Of course. I'm always rooting for Brittany, because what is she doing? I want more of it.
I want Brittany to win the game.
Well, let's not get crazy, Josh. Let's not go too far.
I'm getting there. Sarah, I drank the Brittany Kool-Aid. I did. and I'm like addicted to it. Like Brittany has grown on me. She has grown on me like so much, and all this week, like I couldn't stand her. Now I'm like here for her. I hope she is the contestant that gets dragged the farthest from the cookout. I'm praying that it's Brittany.
Brittany had me at TikTok videos. I didn't understand why people didn't love her to begin with, but now that she's like a delusional mastermind, yes. Win those comps. Be a part of Blind Sides. Yes, all of it. Yes. Agreed. So Sarah Beth's gonna lose here, and she's not gonna take the veto, you guys. She's gonna take the 5,000. And boy, production could not show us when Christian won HOH, but they got us these reaction shots.
Especially Miss Alyssa, girl. Oh, she's not happy at all. Alyssa's pissed.
Pissed. Like, what just happened? No one can believe it. Everyone is shocked that the person who got out second wouldn't take the veto, even though there are the head of household and a nominee still in the game.
She made the right decision, though. She would have ended up with a punishment if she took the veto.
Yes. Who doesn't want to keep the 5,000?
I would take the 5,000.
House guests, they just love to just make things bigger than it is.
Mm-hmm. Especially Alyssa. She's really good at doing that. Like, this episode was the Alyssa is aggro episode. Like, she was pissed at everyone. It was great.
And I think it's because Alyssa would never think that far in advance. Mm-hmm. You know, like Alyssa wouldn't have put it together that someone else is going to take the veto.
Oh, obviously. But like, spoiler alert, I'm actually really happy that she's going to make the jury, because Alyssa had like first boot or pre-juror written like all over her. Did she not?
Alyssa did?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We were almost there with Frenchie too.
Oh, yeah. Like,
she was on her way.
Yeah, I thought she was going to be the first boot. So I'm happy she's making jury. Good for her.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Kennedy.
Right. Okay, let's get to that reaction here. Okay, so Kylan's going to come out next, or be eliminated next. He's going to take the veto. That's normal, natural. And then Derek X is going to be eliminated. Now, Derek has said on the feeds that this was all for show, but he tries to go for the 5,000. And now I think this is really for show, because in reality, he would go for the veto. Why wouldn't he go for the veto first? Mm-hmm. He wants to be in control here.
100%.
So I buy that this is for show. He says, hey, I'm going to take the 5,000. Sarah Beth's like, no, don't.
No, my birthday. Happy birthday.
And he's like, okay, I won't. What do you think, Josh? What do you think?
Do I think it was for show? I don't know. It seemed genuine to me when he did it, but it could have been for show. Could have been edited that way. But to me, I was like, I thought he was being genuine. I really thought he was. I mean, that's what it looked like. But
and do you have a problem with Sarah Beth being like, no, don't take the money?
Yeah. I mean, it was her birthday, and she talked about it being her birthday like 4 times in the episode. It's her birthday on Rockstar's daughter's birthday. That's disgusting. But yeah, I mean, it was her birthday. It was her day. So you can't, take the 5,000 from her. I feel like everyone does this every year. When you are holding the money, and someone like comes to you, you go, no, don't take it. Doesn't everyone do that every year? Yeah. But usually the person just still follows through, and they're like, yeah, sorry about that. And they take the money, and then we all just move on with our lives. Yeah. So I don't blame her at all for being like, no, don't take the money. I mean, she tried it and it worked. So good for Sarah Beth. She knows how to
do it. I don't know. And if it was all for show, it worked for both of them. She gets the money, he gets the whole show. I don't know.
Gets money and a birthday cake.
Yeah. Well,
she had her cake and ate it too.
it was kind of burnt. Hi, Christian. Oh, you changed your name. Hi. Thank you for the super chat. Poor Xavier. All he wanted was to keep his king safe, but no. Now he's in a bitter divorce battle with Mama Beth and Daddy, yours truly. Well, we're gonna dive into more of that because there's a lot going on in that cookout and the kings and all of
the having some drama.
Not a good day for them. Not a good day. Okay, so after Derek X, he eventually takes the veto, and then Alyssa is eliminated here at the end. She gets a phone call. Wow, that's a really nice prize.
Not only does she get the phone call, she gets a phone, she gets a laptop, and if she makes it 4 weeks into the game, doesn't she get like a video from her family?
Like a video chat or something is what I think.
That's really good.
Right. That's really good. That's lovely. And Britt's like, yeah, take that because I'm going to take this veto now and I'm going to win this comp and I've got a veto and ha ha ha. Derek is going to end up with Lord of the Latrine.
Brittany winning that veto though, like that during that last one, she looked like she was like going hardcore. She was Rocky in that last one. She was just like going...
Oh my God. How did her head not fly off of her neck? That was insane.
She was Regan from The Exorcist, and it was giving me life. Okay, thank you.
It was. And the way that the Jokers, Ozza and Derek, were cheering for her was also giving me life. They were like, Brittany. And like, Brittany, like, ah. And I was like, what is happening here? And then she like won by a lot. Like she probably didn't have to go that crazy.
She did what she, you know what? I was happy she won. She didn't need to win. She would have been fine regardless of the result. But like, I was here.
No, she needed to win. She
deserves to make jury and
take herself off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She deserves it. I think she truly deserves a jury spot, at least. I truly do. She's been through so much crap the first part of this game. And I hope that she goes far. I really do. I hope that she gets very far in this game. I think she deserves it.
Yeah. I hope she like actually does get to play the game. That would be nice. Lord of the Latrine, we get this little segment here. Now, Josh, I talked about this in one of my other lives. Cute costume, fun punishment. I'm here for this. But I don't ever want someone to announce that I'm using the restroom.
So awkward.
I would have hated this comp punishment if I were someone else in the house.
I know, especially if you're like taking a number 2. That's awkward. And you don't want people to know that. But don't they have a bidet in there? I've heard they have a bidet.
Yeah, they do.
It's like everything's lovely and they probably have spray and all those things, but you don't want to like stink up the bathroom. But like,
no, and you don't want to hold like they all just like hang out. He's like using the porcelain throne, and then they all just hang out in the bathroom, and I would be like,
it's like
stage fright, not happening.
Go away.
Yeah,
that's how I'd be awkwardly like the Sarah Beth and Derek X combo.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to use the bathroom in privacy, please. Yeah, but they edited it very cutely. Okay, fun. His only lasted 24 hours. I guess we'll get the other ones in tomorrow's show. Yeah. Derek is going to give Alyssa a heads up pre-veto ceremony that he's considering putting Christian up.
Don't think that was a good move. You should have just blindsided him because that gave, by doing that, and when this happened live, I was like, what are you doing?
Right.
By doing that, it gave the opportunity for Christian and Alyssa to rebuttal and be like, what are you doing? Don't put him up. And it gave him the opportunity to change his mind again. You just go ahead and do it and suffer the consequences after. You don't do that because that gives you the opportunity to change your mind again.
I didn't understand. This was Monday morning, and he's like asking Ozza and Brittany, and like, I want to tell them. I want to like give them the courtesy of a heads up. And I was like, oh, why? They're gonna stress you out. It's not gonna be good either way. They're gonna be upset either way. I don't know why he did it. It was fun feats that morning, but still, we see it here in the episode where she is like on him, trying to make him, change his mind. And she has interesting points because she says that SB is got a better chance sitting next to Big D, that he doesn't have the votes to get Christian out. And I was like, oh, girl, you said that in front of Sarah Beth.
I know she did. And Alyssa is savage. And honestly, here's my thing. Alyssa, by doing that, could make some enemies, possibly, because it's in front of Sarah Beth. I don't know. But, like, sometimes she just doesn't think about what she says, like, what comes out of her mouth. And we saw that a lot in week 1, like, when she was on the block. But this week it's coming out again where she just has no censor and just says it. And I'm like, oh, you in danger, girl. Next.
Yes, Sarah Beth and Alyssa definitely are not having a good relationship anymore. This definitely, their relationship took a hit here. But Sarah Beth is going to remind him he needs to take the shot. What we don't see in the episode is that Tiffany also reminds him that he's got to take the shot here. I don't think he was going to change his mind. Alyssa was just going to try. And I also loved when Alyssa ran to Christian and gave him the heads up, but said, don't do anything. I'll handle it.
I loved, like, how it happened. It was so, like, Godfather. She's like, he's talking about you. And he's like, F. It was great. It was iconic. I loved watching it. But
why doesn't she let him talk for himself?
Good question. Because I mean, maybe he could have saved. Oh, I don't want to spoil. Well, spoiler alert. Maybe he could have saved himself. Maybe he could have given him a better opportunity. I don't know.
I mean, maybe not, but people should be allowed to play their own game.
True.
Talk for themselves.
Absolutely.
Yes, Kennedy. It was really good feeds. It was. And then I guess that's why the episode was like, hey, we'll just put this on instead of an aftermath, because it happened all before, basically.
I know.
So Brittany's going to tell us, hey, guys, time for the veto ceremony. We're going to watch them all walk into the room. And Christian's going to be like, no, cut him off and go into the pantry. And he's like, hey, points. I'm your shield. And Derek's like, yeah, cool. That's not really.
Sorry, I'm just following what Tiffany told me to do. That's like, that's like the theme of the season. Tiffany told me to do it, so I'm doing it.
That theme might be running out of steam here. So we do end the episode on a cliffhanger. We do not see the veto ceremony happen, just Christian doing his little last effort here. So let's go into spoilers, you guys. Josh, I'm going to sing a song. I need some jazz hands. I need a dance as I say, spoilers, spoilers, spoilers.
I'll do the showgirls ones.
There you go. You did it. We got it. Okay. Well, the spoilers is, as Josh and I have alluded to, Christian's going on the block, guys. Brittany's going to pull herself down. Derek's not changing his mind. He made this decision last week when he lost the veto to Christian, and he was like, holy crap, I can't beat this guy. Here we are.
I know. Do you think that this is Derek X's best move of backdooring Christian? Do you think he made the right decision in that?
Yeah, for the most part, I do. I know that we could say he didn't need to do it yet, but I think Derek X did realize that he probably can't beat Christian in every comp.
Yeah.
You know, that's a threat. And I think just in general, do not let a showmance get to jury together.
Very true. And I think with Christian gone, Derek X has a better chance with vetoes because he's a beast. And if they try to backdoor him at any time, he can just win the vetoes. It's very obvious right now. Derek X is America's favorite right now. America likes Derek X.
Oh, I'm loving him. He learned the game in just a matter of a couple weeks. Mm-hmm. I really have enjoyed this HOH. I think he handled it well.
Yep. And
he probably didn't have to go towards Christian this week, but this was the week he won HOH.
Yep, and he's setting himself up next week with America because I think Derek X is getting a power next week.
He very well might. Let's talk about this. Jessica, is the Cookout dead? I'm going to say the Cookout has massive cracks in it after last night and today.
Okay, so have you seen Survivor Africa, season 3 of Survivor? Have you
Oh,
seen
yes.
Okay, so you know, like those pots that they had that were like really cracked open, and like at the end of the season, they were literally like boiling their water in like an eighth of the pot. That's what the Cookout Alliance is like right now. It's like an eighth of that pot. They have cracked in half. It's a mess. Like, no one trusts anyone. Like, half people want Tiffany gone. Tiffany doesn't trust Ozzy and Derek F. It's a mess. I don't see it making it to Final 6.
No, this is, I think, what a lot of people have been sort of just like keeping one eye on. Like, what was going to happen here? Were they going to try to make it to 6? Were they going to break beforehand? I think that we can officially say that they've all made it to jury, right? After this week, we're pretty sure that means they're in jury, and that's it. They're more than likely not going to make it to Final 6.
They are literally that cracked open pot that is like an 18th of the size right now. The only thing that is holding them together is Xavier right now.
Yeah, boy, he really is a lawyer. That guy can sit in a room, stay so calm, mediate the crap out of it.
Love him.
Love him. I mean, I love him. I don't love his game, but I love him, and I love his position in the game. Like, he's sitting pretty.
He's in the best position in the game right now, and this is his game to lose, in my opinion. No one's coming after him. No one is targeting him right now. He literally is sitting pretty. He is rent-free in everyone's minds right now. So he's going to go far.
So let's get into some of these details about what had happened here. The vote did attempt a flip. Tiffany spearheaded a flip, and I have to guess a lot's going to continue happening tonight. But as of now, the vote did not make it. The flip, I should say, did not make it. We are back to evicting Christian. But it started last night, okay? Last night, and I actually woke up to a message from Josh. What was this fight? What happened? And I was like, oh, crap. What happened last night? Okay. So last night, Tiffany, she got a little mad that she was having to look like she was the deciding factor to Christian, when that's not the role she wants to play here. She wants to be like, oh, crap, Christian, you're leaving, so I can't vote for you to stay. So she confronted the jokers and told them what to do, not in the most calm or respectful way. She just kind of barked an order that they needed to tell him the truth and not make it look like she was the one lying, or else she's going to do it for them, is basically how she phrased it.
Is she a Leo?
Yes.
She gives me so much Leo energy right now.
So much.
She is Rory, the Beanie Baby Lion. Like, she is giving me like full Leo lion roar right now. Because Leos are all about Leos. It is their day. I love Leos, by the way. I'm a Gemini.
Sure.
I love my best friends are all Leos. But it is their world, and we're just parts in their world. Like, this is Tiffany's game, and all of these other chess pieces are just players in it. And that's how Tiffany is playing right now. It's amazing.
It's so true. Like, boy, can you see the Leo in her. She is fiery. And she did tell us preseason that she's controlling, and I can agree to that. She came in hot with them. And had she not done this, I feel like this vote flip would have maybe worked. But she rubbed them the wrong way last night. Derek, Frazier, and Ozzy stayed up like all night, like venting about this, because she came at them and they're like, don't come at me. Like, how dare she, as you just would generally do when someone comes at you. Mm-hmm. And, woke up still in the same place. Tiffany's mad at them. They're mad at Tiffany. can't work with her. Derek's, throwing things out like, I'm going to put her up. Okay. We all know we don't believe he's going to actually do anything, but that's just where they are emotionally.
You know what? If there is a sit on that couch as long as you can endurance competition, Derek F is going to win that.
He's got it.
Okay.
He's got it all day.
That's it. Or like, name that boxer because his dad's a boxer. Those are the two things that I think he could win. Other than that, sorry, Derek F, you're not winning the challenge unless it's like purely luck.
Right. So we have the Jokers. They have cemented the fact that they are voting Christian out. Azza was honest with Christian in his one-on-one. They were working towards making it clear to him. But Tiffany then had a one-on-one with Christian, and it just hit her. She didn't want to lose Christian. She's been working with Christian. She didn't want to lose Christian. We know this. Yeah, he's her son, she says. Okay. And we know she doesn't want Sarah Beth here. And so in this moment, Tiffany throws most of the game out of her head and flies into the HOH room to Derek X and is all hot that we got to save Christian. We got to get Christian. We got to flip this vote. And Derek's just like, huh?
What's going on with Tiffany? What's wrong with Tiffany?
Yeah, what's wrong with Tiffany? He's like, okay, like, we gotta take our shot here. Like, he's just like trying to like talk some sense into her. And she's like, no, I want Christian to stay. I don't want Sarah Beth here. We can figure this out. And he's like, I don't know how to make it more clear to you that Christian is a threat to my game and he's got to go. And she's like, no, I'm going to figure it out. So he goes down. Go ahead. Were you gonna say something? I don't want to.
No, keep going. Is this when he goes down to talk to? Is it like Azza and?
Yeah, he starts to talk to Azza, and he's just kind of like feeling out this vote. Like he's just trying to kind of make sure, like, is there something going on? Are they lying to me? How's this vote going to end up? He ends up in a conversation with all the Jokers, and the Jokers are super heated at this point, and they're like, that woman, Tiffany, she's trying to blame everything on us. We had it solved. Christian, Derek's like, I'm going to tell Derek Fraser, I'm going to tell him right now. It ain't nobody voting for him right now. Just let me end this right now.
I was living for this. Like, Derek F, he's a clown. It was giving me real clown energy, like that gif with the clown face. I was like,
yes.
You go, Derek F. I think like half the members of the Cookout are spiraling. It's not just Tiff, it's Derek F, it's Azza, it's Tiffany. They're all spiraling, but like Hannah.
In different ways.
Spiraling, but Hannah.
Yeah, Hannah and X are the only two level-headed people right now, at least. So Derek X is getting confirmation basically that like there's nothing to worry about with the votes. Like the Jokers are solid with their vote. But while this is happening, Tiffany has grabbed Xavier and convinced him that she can flip this house. And of course, Xavier's like, great. I've been wanting to keep Christian this whole time. Let's do it. They build a plan. She's like, he's going to go talk to Derek F. She's going to talk to Claire, and they're going to start implementing their plan. Well, Derek F is like freaking out at this point. So it was very funny because Tiffany and Claire are like excited. She's like getting Claire excited. We're playing Big Brother. We're going to flip this vote. Yeah. While Derek Fraser got up off his futon, you guys, he walked out the house. He walked up the stairs into the have-not room. Oh my God, he's going to find Christian. He's going to tell Christian, you're done, buddy. You're done. He went all the way up the stairs into the have-not room. Christian's not there. Now, this is kismet because Christian is downstairs looking for Derek Fraser. Well, Xavier is like, oh, so he scurries up, cuts Christian off at the pass because Christian starts to head up, and he gets to Derek Fraser before Christian does. And that's when things really start to accelerate here.
Tell me. I want to hear about this.
Oh my God. So now, Derek Fraser, he's all ready to just tell Christian. He's like, this is it. You're done. And X is like, actually, I don't think Christian's got the votes to leave. I think he's staying in. Derek's like, what are you even talking about at this point? What? And he's all exasperated and sits down and he lets, X do a lawyer thing, making very lawyery points that don't actually make sense. Like, Christian's not coming for you ever. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I watched this.
Yeah. Derek's like, Christian is a threat. He's in a showman. Like, Derek Fraser making the most game points here ever. I was like, boy's been watching. Hadn't done anything, but he's at least been watching. Making all these solid points. And X is like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We'll keep Christian. He's not going to win any more comps or come after you. Don't even worry about it.
And didn't Derek Fraser kind of seem like he was buying it for a second? Like, that conversation was like, oh, okay. It was kind of like Jafar with the staff, and Derek Fraser's like the Sultan. He's like, okay, that seems like a good idea. And then
he gave like statements like, I can't believe you're trying to, I'm almost convinced of this. He didn't give it an all the way to Xavier, but he was like, oh man, I can't believe you're making me think about this. Or, consider this. So yeah, I was like, oh, well, Xavier might just have turned Derek. We might have this.
We might have a flip the vote.
Flip the vote. Flip
the vote. Okay.
So I think this is when the feeds went down. So when the episode started tonight, they cut the feeds for like the first half hour of the episode.
Okay.
And we obviously missed something. But in the retells, this is what I heard, Josh. And tell me if you heard something else. Okay. But it sounds like after Tiffany and Claire got real excited and were ready to enact their plan, Tiffany grabbed Brittany.
Yeah.
But Derek Fraser and Azza stormed into the room behind and were like, okay, we can all talk together then.
Come on, jokers, let's go.
And then Tiffany was like, oh, I can't just talk to Brittany. I just want to talk to Brittany. And they were like, well, why we're on the same page right here. Let's all talk together. And that's when apparently things really hit the fan, but the feeds were off. So I'm only hearing retells about that. Is that what you heard?
Right before this, I saw like Tiffany in the room talking to Xavier, and she was kind of going over this situation, and Xavier is like, yeah, we just don't have the votes now. We kind of just don't have them, and Tiffany is pissed because Tiffany wants to flip the vote, but honestly, I don't think this is done yet. We have a whole night of live feeds, and Tiffany's scrambling. We can make this happen. Operation Flip the Vote could happen and save Christian, send Sarah Beth home.
Okay, that's not a good idea for anyone, Josh. Why are we I mean,
want drama.
Yeah, the drama of it. I get it, but like
honestly though, I do want Christian gone though because
come on,
Christian, Brent, Frenchie, and Travis all out pre-jury is just like a dessert. It's like the cheesecake.
Dessert. It is.
It is like the cheesecake, honey.
That's what like it is. The meringue that they didn't burn. It's like, yes, give it to us.
This needed to happen this season. It needed to happen. It just needed to happen. So
I think that this drama is great. And I think that, well, I mean, what's not great is I think that Tiffany has done some massive damage to her game today. So I'll be interested to see how she goes forward to repair that. But all of this drama is fun, and we still just need Christian to go, though. Not flipping the vote and making Tiffany think that she could flip the vote when in actuality she couldn't flip the vote. I mean, that's
Tiffany's going to be exposed after this round, and Tiffany might be worried next week. I could see Tiffany being the first juror. I could see
whoa, I don't know if I see that, but I think Tiffany is not in a good spot, and the Cookout might not be able to protect her.
Yeah, I mean, like the Cookout, like just based on how it is, it's really rocky in the Cookout right now. Like Tiffany played a little too hard this round. I don't want Tiffany to go. Tiffany is my girl. Like Tiffany is just like everything. She's Detroit. Hello. She's from Detroit. I'm from Detroit. She is literally one of my favorite contestants ever. But she's kind of overplayed it this round, and I'm really worried for her next round.
I'm so worried about what she did to her own game. Like, I just don't understand how she can be so smart strategically and make so many great moves, and then her own behavior towards her own allies is what is her undoing. It blows my mind, because like I really feel like if she hadn't come at Tiffany and Azza Azza and Derek last night, she wouldn't have had such resistance today when she started to flip the vote. But Derek, Fraser, and Azza are so mad at her that they see what she's doing and just want to push against her just to get her back.
And I don't want Tiffany to go. Like, don't get me wrong here. I want Tiffany to win this game. That's who I want to win. I think Tiffany is giving the viewers everything they want. She's giving the gays everything they want. As Erica Jane said on Housewives, like, she's giving the gays everything they want. Me. I love her. But like, I'm just scared for her, and I want her to do it. It's killing me.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure. I mean, she's so good. I'm sure she can fix this, but she needs to put in some effort. And as of like when we went live, she's still very heated and obviously doesn't want to do any of that effort yet, but she'll probably calm down and figure it out. But besides the cookout, so like the cookout is cracked. Her and Xavier were like laying out, they had the chessboard out, talking about cookout over already. They were saying it out loud to each other. What if we screw the cookout? We keep Christian, we keep Derek X, we keep this person, and we move forward with this group. Like, they laid it out. And that's the first time I've seen someone like seriously lay it out. So I'm kind of thinking we're almost there.
Yeah.
But you did mention this, and I just want to make it clear that while there was all this drama going on, Xavier went to each member of the cookout and was like, what is it that you want? Who do you want to vote out, Christian or Sarah Beth? And the only people who wanted to vote out Sarah Beth are Tiffany and Xavier. Derek F., Hannah, Azza, and Kyland said, we want to vote out Christian. So in his very like level-headed lawyer way, Xavier said to Tiffany, look, we tried. The cookout does not have the votes for this flip, so we're just going to call it, because, you know, whatever the cookout wants is what we're going to do. And, you know, Tiffany was like, okay, you know, stinks, but okay.
At the end of the day, the cookout knows there's a bigger meaning to this, and the cookout know that no matter how much they're fighting, they gotta stick together. They have to do it. There's a bigger purpose to this. The cookout, and like even strategies or what's happening, the cookout needs to stick together. They cannot. And Tiffany was saying it. She was saying it when she was talking to Xavier, like, this is the cookout. Like, there's a bigger picture here than what's going on in the game, okay? There's all these other chess pieces. We got to get them out. There is a bigger picture. And we have to. They have to stick together. They have to. So, hope they do.
I don't think they have to. I
don't
think
they have to.
We're at jury.
Yeah.
Every man for himself. Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, well, this is right here. Big Brother's making history this season. This is the first season of Big Brother where every member of the Black community that was in the cast has made it to jury. Ever.
Yeah. No,
it's an accomplishment. It's about time.
Yeah.
I'm so happy about that. Like, this is everything.
Absolutely. This was the first season that it was even going to be like a possibility. They made it happen. And I only want, like, I feel like Tiffany's game would have been easier if she didn't have to carry the weight of the cookout, is why I say, like, feel free to break it up. You made it to jury. You did the best you could, but play for yourselves, not for culture, just because I want you to do the best that you can.
I agree. And I think it's in Tiffany's best interest to kind of cut Azza and Derek F at this point. I feel like Xavier can help her. Hannah can help her. I don't think Azza and Derek F can. I don't think she has any reason to be loyal to them. They have not been loyal to her at all in this game. At all. So she shouldn't be cutting her ties with Claire, who has been there for her every inch of the way. She shouldn't be cutting her ties with Derek X, who has been there with her every inch of the way, for two people that have not been there for her. And I hope this round she realizes that the cookout is not her path to winning this game, which it's not.
Right. And look, if Ozza and Derek Fraser can like get it together and go after Tiffany, like then fine, do it. Like go after somebody. I don't care who you go after, but like get up and do it.
The second that Claire leaves this game, Tiffany's game's done.
I think that it's going to, I think it's much harder for her if she loses Claire. And that's something that she needs to see. Let's talk about Claire for a minute here, because Claire is one of my favorites in the game. And I get worried about her. But Kyland, because we've had this little war brewing between Kyland and Tiffany. Kyland, by the way, taking all this ammo today that Tiffany has just handed to him to like build his little army to go against her, by the way. But he has been planting seeds left and right about maybe we should take out Claire. I mean, I don't want to win HOH, but like, I guess like if I did, like, I guess I'd just take out Claire. Like, he has said it so many times, just casually as he will, just like plant a seed here and there. And I'm like, oh, Claire does not realize
I hope Claire
what danger she's in.
This HOH. I hope she's not throwing it. I feel like she's going to go for it. I feel like she's going to go for this one.
I hope so. If Julie makes it clear, look, we're at jury, your safety is done. Claire, win it. And look, if you have to go after Kyland, go after Kyland.
I hope she goes for this one, because if not, I'm scared for her then too. I'd probably more scared for Claire then than Tiffany, because to get to Tiffany, you take out her number.
Right, exactly. Because you don't know if you put Tiffany up, you don't know if you have the backing to get her out votes wise, but take out her lieutenant and she's wounded big time.
But at least Claire made it to jury. We love Claire. Claire for redemption season. If she goes first juror, like I love her. Shout out to Survivor Michigan. She's we love her. She's
right. We love her. I mean, we just need her to realize that there's a cookout or something and work for herself, because if she just wins HOH and does what Tiffany wants, then that's not good.
Oh, that's not good. Well, I mean, I guess if someone like Alyssa wins HOH, would she gun for Claire? Would Alyssa do that? So maybe it is in Tiffany's best interest to keep Christian in the game.
I mean, Alyssa's really mad at Sarah Beth. I think Alyssa would put up Sarah Beth and Kyland.
Yeah, she would.
And Derek X is like some sort of option if one of them comes down.
Well, I mean, Hannah's not going to go for Tiffany or Claire. That's not going to happen.
No.
So, like, it would be one of Kyland's people. Obviously, maybe the Jokers in Kyland and Sarah Beth, or who?
Yeah, Kyland definitely would put up Claire. And he was trying to work on Xavier to get Xavier to put up Claire, but Xavier didn't bite. And although Derek Fraser and Ozza and Brittany don't have Claire on their radar yet, I think if they were to be in power, Kyland would definitely be like, Tiffany's fun. Might as well let her go.
Let's go, Claire. Win that HOH.
So yeah, Claire's in danger, but I can't blame Kyland at all. Like Tiffany pulled away from him. He is seeing what she's doing. He has to like build his army and take her out. Like they've got a good little battle brewing, and it looks like he's going to have Derek and Ozza on his team, and Tiffany's going to take X and Hannah is what it looks like.
It's going to be a split. They're going to split in half. I'm here for Tiffany, Hannah, and Xavier over the other three. Any day.
Tiffany, Hannah, Xavier. That's your side that you're picking?
Yeah.
I picked the other side for entertainment.
Okay.
And but that side for game.
So are we like making like a deal, like we doing like a little deal here, like a little draft? So like
no, the one you picked is the one that's going to probably win. I am not betting against that. But it would be fun if I could see like an Ozza win and be like, oh, well, Tiffany, guess you're going up. Like it would be fun. But then Tiffany would probably have the votes to say, and Tiffany would take Ozza out the next week. So
true.
I feel like even though Tiffany has done some damage to her game today. She's just so good in the game that I have to imagine she gets out of this.
Definitely. I really wanted Asa to wake up too, and she just hasn't.
Yes. No, she is. She's starting to wake up. She is.
She is?
Yeah, we're seeing her talk more game. She's definitely more I don't want to say vicious, but she's definitely more like cutthroat than she was a couple weeks ago, especially in, like Tiffany actually came at Azah emotionally, and Azah was the one that was like, I don't think so. So I was like, ooh, they're kind of switching a little bit here.
Well, all right.
She just needs to get some power, I think, to really get in the game.
Just a little bit. I don't want her to get HOH, though. Maybe like a veto. Give her a veto.
That's right. Hot takes right here. Azah has half of her body in the game. That's my hot take. She has one leg N, was more than the legs she had before. She's got one shoulder N. Yeah, that's my hot take.
One leg N.
Yeah.
Love that.
Here's what I'm worried about, Tiffany. Can Tiffany repair her game or her relationship with Derek X? That's what I'm worried about.
I think she can. She can. I don't think it's fully destroyed yet. I think there's a loss of trust there. I think Tiffany needs to have a long conversation with him, but I have faith in Tiffany.
Because she came at him emotionally, and he has made it very clear he doesn't like that. And he was like, I really need Christian gone. And she was like, I want Christian to stay. So he definitely gained some information.
Yeah.
That she's close to Christian.
True.
But if Christian leaves, I guess, does it really matter?
I think Tiffany needs to have a long conversation with him and just say, I was losing it for a second. This game gets to you. I was wrong. Yeah. Say it the right way. And I think she can make up with Derek X. Because Derek X has trusted her the majority of this game since week 1.
Right. So yeah, I was like, girl, if you flip this vote and you lose Derek X from your corner, like they've been so close.
It's just, what is she thinking? She is so caught up in this Sarah Beth is America's player, America's couple. Like, when it's not even true, like, she's going to leave this house and she's going to feel like a fool for thinking this because Sarah Beth isn't playing you. And she's, like, so caught up in this that Sarah Beth is America's player, and she's not.
Yeah, I don't know. Does she really believe it? Is she really this obsessed, or is this all game? Like, what?
She's obsessed with Sarah Beth.
Seems like she is.
I don't get it.
I think she's jealous. I think she's jealous that Sarah Beth took Kylan from her, and then she got worried that Sarah Beth took Derek X from her.
Yeah, and maybe she wants to be friends with Shelly.
She literally was like, if Shelly's really real, sorry. Yeah, Shelly's real. Oh my God.
I can't wait until they do this episode. They interview Shelly on it. They get Shelly's take. You know, they do that like once in a while where they talk to the family. Yeah.
if they're all there for like family videos and she's Sarah Beth is from Shelly, that would be amazing. It won't happen, but
iconic.
She's like, Shelly, and they're like,
and then she's like,
oh, she's real? What?
All right. No, Shelly. Shelly for season 24.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. I don't know. Did we miss anything? It's been so much. The highlights are cracks, big old cracks in the cookout.
It's fun. I think we have everything
really trying.
Right now. We're going to be watching tonight, obviously.
Yeah.
I have to catch the challenge tonight as well. So, like, I have to get the challenge in, and I have to watch feed, so it's going to be a long television.
Wait, Ben, you don't Ben loves the challenge, Josh. And so if he's saying do not recommend, uh-oh.
Well, Ben, I'm covering the challenge tomorrow. So
he's got to watch it no matter what. Got to watch it. Well, best of luck to you for watching that and the feeds. Yes. So tomorrow, I don't know. Things could have changed again. Who knows?
Anything can happen.
I will be watching. Josh will be watching.
All night.
And we'll have an eviction episode. Finally, I just let's move on with our lives. I want to see who the next HOH is and what the heck's going to happen.
Love that.
Right? You guys, thank you for joining us live in the chat. We love you. We appreciate you. And if you're joining us later, please leave a comment with how you're feeling about Christian leaving, Sarah Beth. How do you feel? How do you feel about this cookout falling apart? Ooh. Give us all of it. I need it. Just tell me.
Yeah, we had a blast.
All right. Thank you, Josh, for joining me again.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
And the link is below, guys. Sub to our channel, Couch Potato Queens. If you want to watch our team, we have about 3 or 4 of us. We cover everything. So the link is below, Couch Potato Queens. We go live right after the eviction episode. Right when it ends, we go live to talk about it. So
yes,
tomorrow.
So subscribe, tune in, all of that. Follow Josh, all of that. Okay. All right, you guys. Thank you. Bye.
Bye, guys.